Because if reports are to be believed, and I don't really like to dive into the realm of rumor and innuendo, but I mean, the internet's there and it's free for everybody. And apparently, reports are being said that there are AEW stars who may be a little unhappy, who may be disgruntled, and they were kind of hesitant to jump over to the WWE. But after seeing the presentation of Penta, people are more open to it. I mean, the obvious names that come to mind: Ray Phoenix, Miro, Ricky Starks, Malachi Black, who was formerly known as Aleister Black. A lot of names could be making the jump to WWE. If that's good or bad, I mean, that's up for you to decide. But personally, I think it's a great opportunity for the wrestlers, for the individuals. You want to be able to cash in on your potential and see what your value really is. I think having alternatives is great for pro wrestling. TNA, AEW, WWE. When you have so many different avenues and so many different outlets for pro wrestling, it's fantastic for everybody. That's why I think we want everyone to succeed. Now, granted, some kind of struggling more than others, but the fact remains, when you have all these different avenues, it opens opportunities for many other people. And this TNA partnership is a huge one. AEW starts jumping over to the WWE because there was a time being there where a lot of WWE guys and girls were jumping to AEW. Now it looks like the momentum's kind of swaying back in their favor. And the WWE's been on fire. AEW, they're on the rise. They're struggling. A lot of complaints about their creative, rightfully so. But regardless, every company's going to have their ups and downs. The WWE had them. They had them for some quite time there. 2019 to 2021 was a little bit difficult for them. But AEW is in a kind of in a tough situation. We don't talk about AEW a lot here on this channel because predominantly the audience is really familiar with the WWE. But I do suggest, if you love pro wrestling, check out AEW if you haven't already. There's a little bit of something for everybody. Like I said, I will say they're kind of in a lull at the moment in the last couple year and a half or two. And I have to touch upon the recent news. When we started filming this episode of the podcast, I wake up, I do my morning routine, morning errands, or whatever the case may be. And I come across my phone, jump on the old Twitter machine, and apparently breaking news. And again, these are things to be taken with a grain of salt. You and I aren't there. We're not involved with the inner workings of either promotion. But you've always said, where there's smoke, there's fire. And whenever something's coming up, there's something there. Apparently, there is a little bit of heat on Dr. Britt Baker, DMD, down in All Elite Wrestling. If these rumors and reports are to be believed, apparently she's been increasingly difficult to work with, namely with Tony Khan. Her interactions and her relationships with the other women in the division are in a spot right now where I think the word tension might be an understatement. She's had, outings with MJF. We know recently her and Adam Cole have ended their relationship. That was quite public for quite some time there. Britt Baker, one of the staples, one of the founding members of All Elite Wrestling, was basically pushed as the top women's wrestler in the company upon the creation of All Elite Wrestling. And now, apparently, it's being said that her role on AEW TV is probably going to be diminished. She might not be called up for much TV time. Whether that's the right thing to do or not, that's not for me to decide. This is me just bringing it up as a talking point and opening the discussion for other fans who might be fans of hers or AEW or just pro wrestling in general. That's what this has always been about. It's just a talking point. We're just talking pro wrestling. You are open to your opinion and I'm open to mine. But in recent events with Tony Khan and the whole Penta and Ray Phoenix situation, the way he's mismanaged Ricky Starks, the Malachi Black booking, and now the Britt Baker situation, it's something that I think a lot of people might have seen coming. I mean, like I said, we saw her have that outburst with MJF not too long ago. There's been rumors and reports that maybe, and again, just rumors, I don't know anything more than you guys, if anything. But some people like to throw out the accusations that maybe she was involved in the whole reason why Cody and Brandy left AEW. That's pure speculation. There's no validity to it. But still, it's something worth noting. Britt Baker has a ton of heat. If she does leave AEW, does she move to somewhere else? Does the WWE take a look at her? Does TNA take a chance? I think TNA might be the best option for her, truthfully. Because I don't know if WWE takes that chance. They could. I mean, you look at what they've done with CM Punk. CM Punk, who's one of the greatest of all time, in my opinion, but is also well known for being a little bit high strung, a little controversial, a little bit demanding, if you will. And he's worked out really well for them so far. It's been a perfect match. Great matches, great stories, great company, man. I mean, he's representing them pretty damn well in this new era of pro wrestling. So maybe there is an opportunity for Britt Baker to make the jump over to the WWE, but I think that might be a little premature. Maybe it's a little too soon to be waving the well wishes of Britt Baker with her time in AEW. Maybe this is still something that's reparable, something that can be fixed. But we'll see, right?